mall, take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on them. And they both, I hate them hating on them. And they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel. Yelling, it's not enough. Few solid left but it's not enough. Few that'll really step but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself but it's not enough. Foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face. Seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to live my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up out of Lux and that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. Got us beside us.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. But tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Denver Broncos.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
A gain of a yard.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
36-yard line.
Again, it's Harvey. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
He's taken out
You talk about this Miami defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? To throw, here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
48-yard line.
Here's Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing Nix. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the interception, here's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Oh, what a juke into space. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Buffalo 80. Go.
Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8. Once more with Hardy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? caused a loss of yardage. Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. From the gun on third down, it's Nix. That's taken in by Franklin. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. The Broncos at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready.
Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And all the way home for a Bronco score. R.J. Harvey with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. No gain on the play there, second down. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Nick's going to keep this himself. A short one there, caught by Likely. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night?
There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jackson Smith and Jigba, 49 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
And the Dolphins, first down. A gain of 7. First down, Miami.
Buffalo 18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Wilson swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
A gain of
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now it's Wilson. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims escapes the defender. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 79 Broncos. Cut 19. Cut 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Wilson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 32 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Nick's going to give to Harvey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Nix to the air. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now it's Nix. He finds Smith and Jigba. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Nix. A short one there, caught by Likely. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
A gain of 3.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Throwing is Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
It's 2nd down.
Here's Wilson. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 24-yard gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Wilson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Harvey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Nix. And complete to Smith and Jigba. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Jeremy Crawshaw
on 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now Wilson. This will be caught at the 2. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the
kick off for
touchdown,
Miami.
ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And he works free. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
That is caught. Down the right sideline. Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 82 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Open man downfield is Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Down at the 31. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
18 card, Warriors 70. Go!
To throw is Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 21. Jason
Now after the
Sanders to kick
touchdown,
off for
ready to
Miami.
kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard
The
line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, This drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Throwing Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time.
Nick Bonito. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Nix from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Here's Hill on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A gain of 22 yards.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got it. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
He's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nix to the air. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's going to have the Broncos 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's good for
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, here's Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Nix. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Harvey now on first and 10. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. You know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Evan Ingram, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Broncos 28.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And there for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
4 yards on the pickup.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Bronco, check out.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he'll go down at the 28. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Partner, I like them to stay aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
I'm not lying. Go. 60 Maverick. 60. Like it. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go trap. Go trap. Hut, hut.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Wilson. Connection made to Ruckert. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Wilson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
28. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And just shutting him off there. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further.
His kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jason Sanders to kick
now
off
after the
Miami.
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now it's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, here's Nix. And that will be incomplete as well. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is He's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. Wilson wants to throw it. And a pass complete to Waller on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory.
Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt because you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes, we the ones Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out. Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out.
like the motor hit the rotor.
Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna I just wanna rock. Body yada yada. Shorty got that body yada yada. No ties, set up. You gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my size. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4,